Now let's look at the staging aggregated order payments model. Now this model aggregates payments by customer ID. So we need not one but two tables. We will take dev payments and then join it with dev orders. The destination is going to be staging underscore aggregation underscore order underscore payments. So this is how the join configuration will look like in Visitran, which we will see in just a bit. As you can see, we are doing the join on the order ID column. We will create a total underscore amount column, which is going to be the sum of amount in dollars grouped by customer ID. Then we sort the whole model by customer ID. This is how the staging aggregated order payments model will look like when it's done. As you can see, we have the total amount by customer. Let's look at how to achieve this in Visitran. Now that we are through with creating our dev layer models, let's turn our attention to creating the staging layer models, which will add more transformations taking on from the dev layer models, right? Now we will create a new model by right clicking and saying new model. We'll give it a name, which is a staging model, which aggregates data from the order and payments models, right? So now you can see that as we progress, the complexity of the transformations increases. Let's hit create. Now that the model is created, I click on it. It should bring up the model configuration dialog. Now, for the first time, we want this model to derive from other models. So we'll choose child off, and you know that we're going to have aggregation between payments and orders. So we're going to click those models. And the source is going to be dev and payments, which is the main model really for this. And of course, we want this to be a staging level model. For the first time, we are creating we are going to add a model to the staging schema, right? And of course, we're going to say this is stg underscore aggregation underscore order underscore payments. We hit apply. The model is ready without any aggregations. It's simply pulling data from the payments model. To create the join, we go to configuration. Of course, when you there are three options here. This option allows you to configure the database level stuff. Then you have the model configuration dialog, which we just got out of. And then finally the joins dialog, where you can configure the joins that you need. So in this particular case, we want to be able to join data between payments and orders, of course. So this is perfect. So the system already suggesting join between payments and orders. And then we want the order ID, payments.order ID to be equal to dev orders.order ID, which is perfect, right? So we will hit apply. Now we should have data joined between these two models available in this particular staging model. There's also color coding, which will show you which columns belong to which model. So you know that, for instance, these red color coding is basically coming from the orders model, right? We also want to set up the transformations now. First is we want to aggregate by, we want to group by customer ID, right? So what we'll do now is we will click on the aggregator. We want to group by customer ID, of course. Then we want to add an aggregator, which is sum. The column is going to be amount in dollars, and we'll say this is column name is total amount. We hit save. Awesome. So this has now created a grouping by customer and the total amount that they have spent. This is exactly what we needed. And we can also add another transformation sorting function, which we want to do by customer ID. So you can go to sort, add a sort by customer ID and ascending. Lovely. Now, as you can see, this creates an order by clause in the SQL, as you can imagine, right? So these are the two transformations we wanted to do. Now we have a staging model where we have, we group by customer ID the total amount that they have spent. If you look at the SQL here, you will be able to see the ordering, but also the joints, right? So we also have the ordering here. Awesome. Now we are done with the staging aggregated order payments model.